Hey, welcome back to Mindful Mae. I just hit 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I wanted to make a quick video to express my gratitude and hear from you about what you want to see from this channel in the next year and share some of my personal goals. But first, to start us off, I wanted to share some fun facts about me that you might not know. Number one, I do not have a college degree, but I did attend college, and at that time, my declared major was American Sign Language. I have been oddly obsessed with ASL since I was in middle school and learned about Helen Keller. I read books about her, I watched movies about her. Then in high school, I took 3 years of ASL at a charter school, and then in community college, I took a semester, and that's where I declared my interpretation major. Eventually figured out that I couldn't quite afford all of that. I saw debt in my future and didn't want to go that route, and it's not a high-paying job. I still love American Sign Language, and I would love to find a way to use it or potentially go back to school to become an interpreter after having kids. Number two, I have fainted 7 times in my life. The first time I passed out, I was about 7 years old. My mom was curling my hair and I got overheated. Second time was at PE class. Third time, I was riding a quad. I passed out. I drove into a ditch. Thankfully, I was fine. I was wearing my helmet. The next time I was giving blood. Time after that, I was giving a home sample of blood where you fill in the little circles. The time after that was actually after my now husband, then fiance. We did long distance and hadn't seen each other for a couple months. We'd given each other a goodnight kiss and then planned to go to our respective rooms. But after our goodnight kiss, I passed out. It was because I was overheated. I sat by a fireplace all night long. He thinks it's because his kiss was so amazing. It's just a funny story altogether. And lastly was when I was working as a coffee roaster. I did that for about a year. Passed out on a couple bags of coffee beans, and that was the last time I fainted. It has since been 5 years, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. Number three, I love crosswords. I have loved them since I was in middle school. I have a lot of unique interests, I know. I can do a Washington Post crossword in about 10 to 20 minutes depending on the day, and I do one every Saturday and Sunday with my husband. This particular crossword took me 10 minutes, but it is from a Monday, which is the easiest day of the week. Number four, I'm a certified yoga instructor. I used to teach at a gym nearby, kind of on and off for a couple years. My initial dream with starting a YouTube was to incorporate yoga and the mindfulness practices that go along with it. I would love to eventually share more of that part of my life, but we'll have to see. Maybe someday I'll get back into it. Number five, I first learned to sew when I was in middle school. My mother taught me. My first project was curtains for my room. I then made a quilt for my bed, and then I was part of a craft fair where I made lots of purses in junior high. And then when I was 17, I attempted to make my own prom dress. Ultimately didn't love how it came out, and I ended up thrifting one instead. Here's a very cringy photo for you to enjoy. Next, I wanted to share some goals that I have for Mindful Mae for 2025. Number one, I have been interested in graphic design lately. It's still very new to me. I've been dabbling on my husband's iPad with his Apple Pencil, but I've been dreaming about possibly using these designs and printing them on t-shirts or totes or socks or anything fun. It's still very new to me, but I want to get into it. I think it's really fun. Number two, I want to learn to knit. Lately, I've been a little bit obsessed with big chunky sweaters and cardigans, and it's really hard to find those things in natural fibers that feel good on my skin. I also have several beanies that are made of acrylic or polyester, who knows what, that when I wear them, my head itches. Even after I take them off, my head itches. So I'd love to make my own out of a natural fiber, which leads me to my next goal, number three. It's to move my closet over to natural fibers. This is a little bit more of a personal goal, but since I share so many thrift hauls, I just wanted to state it here that I'm moving my closet over to natural fibers. So I'm planning to only bring in linen, cotton, wool, bamboo, even leather. Number four, another cool idea that I just became aware of was designing your own fabric. I saw Rooney Pattern Co. doing this. She designed her own Christmas pajamas, and since I'm getting into graphic design and I love to sew, I just feel like it's the best of both worlds. So I'd love to look more into that, possibly design my own fabric and make something awesome with it. My last goal is to partner with companies I like and find some paid collaborations with brands that I align with. Since I have reached 5K, I've had businesses reach out to me, and so far only one of the 5 that have emailed me with propositions I've been interested in. I want to learn more about brand collaborations and promotional videos because at the end of the day, this is a business and I want to grow monetarily. The ultimate goal is to leave my food service job, start a family, and have Mindful Mae as a creative outlet that also is an income source for my family. Now on to the last point of today's video, which is to hear from you. What do you want to see from this channel in 2025? Do you want sewing tutorials, thrift flips, slow living, mindfulness practices, mindful consumption, day in the life? thrift with me, thrift hauls, natural living, healthy living. I would greatly enjoy reading your feedback in the comments below about what you want to see, as this channel is in part to serve the creative community and inspire you guys to unlock your creative side. So thank you so much for being here. Cheers to 5K and beyond. Thanks guys. Cheers.